Hey everyone, Chris here for Thomann's Guitars and Basses. Today we're checking out the modernized, upgraded Martin standard range guitars. I'm talking about like the D-18, D-28, HD-28, etc. Before we start the first round of comparisons, which is going to be the D-18s, I want to talk about the bracing. This new golden era bracing is very interesting, and it's the same across the board, which is new. Up until 2025, Martin used their standard X bracing. Two versions were existing, the normal non-scalloped and the scalloped versions. The D and the HD models had different versions of these, which definitely made a big difference. Now, what's new about this golden era bracing, which is introduced this year, all of these D and HD models will get it, which is a huge upgrade for all the D-18s and D-28s. Let's start with the first round of comparisons. This is going to be the D-18s, the new and the old. And if you don't want to see which one is which, you want to do your own blindfold test, you can do it. Just don't look at the screen because we'll put it on screen, which is new, which is old. What else is new on these standard range models? Well, first of all, the fretboard is thinner. You can definitely see that. So that's going to be a giveaway in case you're confused which is old, which is new. And also the edges of the fretboard are rounded off even more on the new ones. I have to be honest, I never found Martin guitars to be any edgy, so that's fine, but you can tell, you can feel that it's even more rounded off. And then the other thing is the bridge. First of all, the bridge is also rounded off on the new models, so there's no sharp edges anywhere. If you use your palm a lot for your playing, the palm mutes and everything, it's much more comfy. The bridge pins are going to be partially different as well. On the D-18s, you'll find ebony, which makes a lot of sense, of course, but the HD-28 has bone now. And now let's compare the HD-28s, new and old. And again, if you don't want to know which is which, just look away because we'll put it on screen, of course. All right, now that you've heard the new and old versions of both the D-18 and the HD-28, I think it makes sense to share my opinion, the player's opinion. First and foremost, nothing is better than the other, I think. It's a taste thing, and both old and new sound great, play great, feel great. It's all good. Those minor tweaks, for example, when you feel the edge of the fretboard or you palm mute a lot, that makes a big difference. That's definitely something that you notice, and I much appreciate that. So those modern touches are as subtle as they are, like they really do make a lot of sense. And in terms of tone, it's really interesting because on the D-18s, I found the old and the new versions equally awesome. The old one had a bit of a rawness to it, which is something that really appeals to me, and the new one had a bit more definition. And with the HD-28s, to me it was a much bigger difference, which is really interesting. I found the new one so much more defined and focused. It was very nice to play it, actually. I really enjoyed every second of it. So with the HD-28, I much prefer the new version. Let me know what you've heard in the comments below. I'd love to see your take on that. And of course, if you have any questions regarding these models, any of the spec changes, yeah, hit us up. We'll come back to you. You guys take it easy and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.